All right, let's dive into one of the strangest feelings we all have, but don't always talk about. The weird, stretching, and sometimes super fast nature of time itself.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? That amazing vacation that was just over in a blink, versus that one Monday meeting that seemed to last for a geologic age. It's a feeling we all get, but what is actually happening in our minds?
You see, the truth is, our internal experience of time is incredibly fluid. It is not some fixed, steady clock just ticking away. It's something much more personal and, frankly, a lot more interesting.
This pretty much captures our two default settings. When you're just sitting around, waiting, with nothing new to really grab your attention, every second can feel like a minute. But get lost in a great conversation, and suddenly, poof, hours have just vanished.
So that's the big question, isn't it? Is time itself actually changing? Is there some secret law of physics at play? Well, the answer is a whole lot closer to home than you might think.
Yep, the master timekeeper, the one responsible for this whole illusion, is sitting right between your ears. While the actual clock on the wall ticks at a constant, steady rate, your perception of it is being completely manipulated by your brain.
Think of it like this. You have a brain's clock, but it doesn't count seconds. It counts data. The more new information, the more new things it has to process, the more time it believes has passed. It's kind of like a camera taking snapshots. The more photos you have from an event, the longer and richer that event feels when you look back.
So let's see how this works in real life. Imagine you take a day trip to a city you have never ever visited before. Your brain is just bombarded with new sights, new sounds, new smells. It's working overtime to process all this new information, and it's constantly creating one detailed new memory after another.
And this is the absolute key. When you look back at that action-packed day, your brain sees this incredibly dense collection of memories and concludes, wow, so much happened. That must have been a really long period of time. The day felt full because, neurologically speaking, it was full.
Okay, but to really get it, you have to look at the flip side. What happens when your brain isn't being fed all this new data? What happens on just a regular, routine, predictable day? When you're in a familiar place, doing familiar stuff, your brain basically just goes on autopilot. It doesn't need to process much new information because it already knows the script. The same commute, the same emails, the usual lunch spot, there's very little new stimulation, which means very few distinct memories are being formed. And what's the result? Well, it's that feeling of, wait, where did the week go? When you look back, there are way fewer memory landmarks for your brain to count, so the whole period just compresses into a blur, making it feel like a pass-by in a flash.
And this all brings us to the most powerful and, honestly, the most profound takeaway from all of this. Because if our perception of time is based on memory and new experiences, then it means something incredible about our own power.
Think about that for a second. It's not some external force. It's you. The richness, the density, the perceived length of your life is, in a very real way, determined by how you engage your own mind. You are the one behind the curtain, controlling the speed of your own life's movie.
So that's the ultimate question this leaves us with. If you want to feel like you're living a longer, fuller life, the secret isn't more seconds on the clock, it's more new experiences for your brain. So what new thing will you learn? What new place will you see to slow down your clock?